It's week 1 of the 2026 season.
And the question is, are you ready for some football?
Buckle up. There's football coming your way, and it's all up next.
A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Well, Brock, we saw week 1 begin on Thursday nights, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling. Right, it was hope springs eternal. Even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's week 1, you're so hopeful of what lies ahead.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And away we go in Glendale. Brown with a return here. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of a league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, well, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready?
Throwing on their first play. He's on the move. He's running with it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Cardinals first down. They motion the tight end over. Oh, he loses the football. Scooped up by the defense. Space on the right, and he's got room. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. These guys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number 1, make the recovery, or number 2, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return score. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Now we get set to see the Cardinal offense for the second time. Motioning one of the tight ends. To throw it on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 39. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Coleman out left. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. Brian Anger getting the call on the 4th down punt. He breaks a tackle. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Now after the play, it looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. McCarthy throwing right away. Dump off to his fullback. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, "Do you have a tight end with his hand on the ground?" "Yes, coach." "Do you have a fullback still on your roster?" "Yes, coach." "Then you're going to be just fine."
2nd down, looking for options. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play, and it'll give him a 1st down. Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's able to push this down to the 12. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and goal, Corum. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's McCarthy to throw. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Now it's McCarthy. He's got it! And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days.
And he gets in, touchdown! These guys get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And these guys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brown with a return here. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. Tight end going in motion here. Complete to Coleman. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll run here on first down. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. No progress on first down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it'll be first down, Arizona.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They're throwing it. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Dropping back to throw. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
He'll get it at the 9. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be their football. On play action now, McCarthy. St. Brown there to bring it in. Jukes out a one-stop. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys take a 20-zip lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And his guys push their lead to 21-zip already. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Airing it out to start this drive. Complete out to the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10, looking to throw. Cox, Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. 21-0 our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. Two men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Kupp on the catch. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll throw it again. Short pass brought in. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They'll come up 1st and 10.
That's another Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. This throw is cut. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
The visitors and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another one for Gibbs. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense. Those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Second and 10, McCarthy. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They're now set for 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. These guys are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys continue piling onto this lead.
Cardinals, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And he... .30 before he's brought down. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's fourth down. Brian Anger on now to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He has it at the 22. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The visitors and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle. 2nd and 3 now. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They've been leaving him open, and that is something they're going to have to button up in the near future, Brock, considering the type of start this guy is having.
Yeah, this running back's making all sorts of friends with his buddies in his offensive huddle. Enemies on the other side, but this kind of production means everybody's going to get to eat today.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
St. Brown's got it, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back to the air, McCarthy. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Broken up by a big guy at the line. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, those big guys are taught if you can't get to the quarterback, the next best thing is to get your big paw in the air and knock that ball away.
McCarthy trying again on second down. Oh, trying forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Brett McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Let's go now. Ready, go.
To throw here on first down. He finds Slayton. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Coleman with the grab. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He's going to throw this one. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go with another punt, which brings Brian Anger back to the field. And he'll try to hit this one well. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed.
At their own 9-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. He'll throw it. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. And he'll get it up to the 44. That brings us to our first half time. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The visitors and their QB, J.J. McCarthy, returning to the field on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Up the gut they go with Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. A give left side for Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Putting the tight end in motion. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. This is complete to Gibbs. Escapes a defender. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be a 1st down. Slot man motioned over. They're going to run on 1st down with Corum. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Corum again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
This gets the 1st and more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets him 3. This brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And he's in for the touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys grow their lead yet again.
35. Cardinals nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brown with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. That one's complete over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Here's 2nd and 2. Rolling left, buying some time. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return coming from the 6. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. We've set it down for him at the 38. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Man in motion, out of the slot. Great run here. He's across the 35. And he's finally brought down at the 33. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now Gibbs. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Now McCarthy finds his man. It's Worthy. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Corum is into the end zone. Touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Point after, up and good from Bates. And these guys continue adding on to that lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brown with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds the in route complete. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. David Ojabo making that tackle. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Cardinals have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 31. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing now on first down. Complete to Coleman. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a Cardinals first down. Back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 42. Dumps it off to his running back. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Throwing it again here. He'll get this one to Brooks. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Spears running behind center. Runs it in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals putting up points in a game decided. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals take 7 points off the deficit. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Brings in the kick at the 9. Returns looking good so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Looking to throw. McCarthy into the hands of Gibbs. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That one gains 7. And that'll give him a 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. These guys looking like they'll start this season with a win. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Motioning him from the slot right. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's got it near the 10. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. These guys are running them out of the building. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And his guys tack on 7 more to their lead.
Cardinals 10.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brown with a return here. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He completes it in traffic. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. One of the tight ends motioning left. 3rd down from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Cardinals out for the punt. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.